Nice actions, shallow. So you were asking me about how to maybe kind of pinch it a little closer to the ball to maybe control it a little bit more.
Yeah.
So what I would first suggest is that when you try this, do it with like a 54 or a 56 or something. So let me show you the shot. So when you have a big swing, because it's a 58 or a 60, because you have to swing bigger, you don't use a chipping action, you use a splashing full swing action.
Right.
And part of that is because you have to hit it so far, right? If you had less loft, like a 54 or a 56, you could kind of almost play it like back of your stance, like a little chip shot. And I'm grounding my club on the sand because I'm just demonstrating like this little chip action. So when you're working on this, you can do it with a 58 for sure. But I have the 56. You want to dig your stance the same way, lean on your left leg, but because it's a less lofted club, you're going to be able to just kind of like chip down on it. That'll give you a better chance to get closer to the ball. Sometimes we're worried when you have, high loft, that you have to create a lot of speed just to get the carry distance. So that does disrupt your precision. If you're able to just focus in on that ½ inch, but you're only taking a much smaller swing, and just kind of stopping on it, you get all the travel distance that you need with the balance with everything on a less lofted club. So try it with the 58, and then I'm also going to grab your other wedge, and then think of it like a chip. So like I did that first one, chip it right into the face of the bunker. Just play it back of your stance, and even if you hit ball first, just try to do like a little chip shot. There you go. So that was closer to the back of the ball. Has a nice check to it. So I'm going to grab your other wedge while you hit a couple of those. So you got a little close, and what happens is, obviously a little close, it takes off hard. Well, one of the reasons why it takes off hard is because you got really close with a big swing. So if I hand you the 54 and you try to get really close with a little swing, you'll see it actually will work out better, because the energy that you put into it, if you clip it clean, high energy, big blade. Right? So just do like a little short, chippy, stabby action on the back of the sand, right at the back of the ball. There you go, and just stop right there. That's going to fly out and start biting hard. So as you creep over the lip of the bunker with the 54 degree, just get closer and closer and closer to the back of the ball, and keep decelerating, like keep doing it with less energy. Yeah, that's fine. Right? That was thin like the other one, but it actually didn't go as far because you had less energy. Even though it's a 54 versus a 58, right? Or a 60, what do you got here? 58, yeah. Open the face a little bit more and do even a little more chippy swing, like even less energy. Like you're barely going to creep it over the lip of the bunker. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, just keep decelerating, hit it less and less energy. That way you can get closer and closer to the back. There you go. Yeah. So it's coming out plenty easy. It's jumping out. I would just, like, when you're practicing this, I'll show you. Look at the lip. So it's like Nick Faldo used to say he would practice 1-yard chips. So he figured if you could literally chip at 1 yard, you had really good body control and precision. So think of this as like you're going to hit a bunker shot 1 yard, 2 yards, just chip it into the lip, and then add from there. So try this one again with that one, and just do just like a tiny little chip shot and make it land somewhere in here. You can get steep on it, but right in the back. There you go, perfect. So that's a perfect technique. Do a little bit more, maybe it catches the lip of the bunker and comes back in. Same idea, kind of hinge it up, pinch it down there. Good. Yep. Now just a little more energy, and we'll sneak it over the lip and land it on the green. There you go. And then a little more energy, and then you can fly it closer to that pin. So the reason why I like this technique is because it's no different than chipping out here on short grass. You're controlling energy by the length and speed of your swing. There you go, that was beautiful. What's that bite? There you go. Yeah. So it's not to say that you can't do it with your 58. It's just that the 58 kind of sets you up for a bigger swing. The 54 by nature forces you to swing smaller. And then by swinging smaller, you can just get like a little bit more precise with that. So let's finish up with 2 more. Open the face a little bit more on this one. Get a little steeper on it for me. Just make sure you're hitting down close to the back of the ball there. Yep, so you bailed on that one just a little. A little bit. Well, as you came in, you kind of backed up, hit the sand just a little too much. But again, that turned out okay because your energy input was low. If you did that with this, with high energy, it's actually a greater variable. So I think that's the big takeaway is the higher the energy input, the higher the variance is. The lower the energy input, the less variance there is, and the more precise you can be. So let's finish up with one good one. Yeah, really good. There you go. Cool. All right, so this is Brandon. Brandon's one of our PGM interns out here at Westchester Country Club. And so thank you so much for inviting me into the bunker to help you a little bit. If you're listening in, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. This little bunker technique just really came about. Brandon asked me, how to control that distance a little bit better. And so the takeaway is maybe try the 54, a little bit more of a little chippy technique. And then I personally don't like wasting sand. So if I'm practicing that, I'll go into a bunker and I'll just practice my little chip shots here so that the sand stays inside the bunker and we're not blasting it out and losing all the sand. So thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, good luck this summer.
Thank you.
Good luck with the game.
Cool.